What is it about shows like The People's Court or Judge Judy that make it so interesting and fascinating? You want to learn why and how that's different than what we see every single day in the civil courthouse in the state of New York? Come join me as I share with you this great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial lawyer practicing law here in the state of New York. Now, those shows like The People's Court and Judge Judy, they are drama-filled. There's always a controversy. There's always somebody who says, hey, he did something wrong to me. And now it's a question of who's right and who's wrong. Now, that happens all the time in every single one of these civil cases involving a car accident case, medical malpractice case, or a wrongful death case. Now, it's not as drama-filled and you won't see any real publicity associated with these types of cases. You want to know why? Because the news organizations, the TV stations, to them, this is all garden variety stuff. But to the injured victims and to the people who are being sued, this is not garden variety. This is critically important and now forms a critical part of their lives. So now, when you go into court and now you sit in, you observe a trial going on, what do you see? You will see a witness on the stand talking about what happened to them. You will see cross-examination of an attorney questioning a doctor in a particular case. You will see someone who was careless. And now an attorney is cross-examining that witness to establish that they were careless and negligent and legally responsible for the injuries and harms that they caused. Why is that different than these shows like People's Court and in Judge Judy? One of the reasons that those type of dramas do not have juries. Instead, you have a judge who basically is the entire show. In shows like Judge Judy, you have one person, the judge, who's in charge of the entire proceeding. She's famous for getting right to the heart of the issue, for asking critical questions, which is great. Same thing in the People's Court. Whoever is supervising and presiding over the proceedings, they are the personality now that drives the show. However, in a lawsuit involving car accidents, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have one clear personality. The judge controls the courtroom. The judge controls how the case proceeds, but it is the attorney who is prosecuting the case. It is the attorney who has the witnesses on the stand. And now it's the jury who's learning from the different witnesses exactly what happened. And it's our obligation, as the attorney who represents an injured victim, to show to the jury that we are more likely right than wrong. And now, as a result of that, we're entitled to a verdict in our favor. And we do that by putting on testimony, putting on evidence, putting on witnesses to show all that information so now the jury can come to the conclusion that we have shown that we are more likely right than wrong and entitled to a verdict in our favor. Watching those shows are actually very interesting. Judge Judy, People's Court, and shows just like them, because they show common everyday problems. However, these problems involving car accidents and medical malpractice and unfortunately wrongful death, these are also all too common, and we don't hear a lot about them, and there's no publicity about them, and there's no show to highlight and publicize those dramas that occur each and every day in our courthouse. But if you have an opportunity to come join us, come to the courthouse. It's open to the public. All you have to do is walk in the door, go through the magnetometer, go through security, and you can walk into any courtroom that you wish. Find a courtroom that has a trial going on, sit down and observe. And I guarantee you, it will be much more exciting than what you see on TV. So why do I share this quick observation with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight and an understanding into what goes on in the litigation process here in the state of New York. You know, I realize you're watching this because you likely have questions or concerns of your own. Well, if your matter happened in New York and you do have legal questions, what I encourage you to do is pick up the phone and call me. You know I answer questions just like yours every single day, and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, G-E-R-R-Y, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's quick video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.